Now let's move into the sharing rules part of it. What is sharing rules? Sharing rules is kind of, to make it very simple, it is kind of an exception that you want to define for this organization by default. See, OWD or organization by default, what we talk about, is applicable on the entire organization. What if I don't want, what if I want certain people to get access? Let's say I am a salesperson, and let's say we all work in the same company sales team, okay, all of us. And we all have our own opportunities, everyone has their own opportunity, and company has defined a rule that opportunities will be private. Okay, opportunities are private means each one of us gets to see their opportunities or the opportunities that they own, nothing else. Now, I see my opportunities, you see your opportunities, everyone gets to see their own opportunities. Okay. Now, what happens here is, uh, I am going on leave for, let's say, next 15 days. I will not be there in office. Okay. Now, there's another Sriram. Sriram will be there, and he needs to take care of my opportunities for 2 weeks. Okay. Though the opportunities are private, but because I will be on leave or I have, I'm not available for some time, one of you need to take care of my opportunities, because for 2 weeks they cannot close the business for this person. So what they will do, those opportunities need to be addressed by someone. So the company decides that Sriram will take care of these opportunities for next 2 weeks. But Sriram cannot see these opportunities because this is private. Okay. And if they make it public, everyone will get to see everyone's thing. Right. So here we need to define an exception. Right. Small exception only for Sriram. Just make a small arrangement so that Sriram can see my opportunities. That's it. This is called sharing rules. So the sharing rules are basically small rules, temporary kind of things that can be defined, okay, to give some additional access to some of the users. So the sharing rule is only used for giving additional access. Okay. So in case the data has been made private, sharing rule can help you giving additional access to some user, small user group or one user, right? That is how sharing rules work. So it's under the sharing setting only. Setup, security control, sharing settings. Under this only, if you scroll down, you will see sharing rules. So you have lead sharing rule, account sharing rule, contact sharing rule. So which sharing rule you want to define? Let's say we made client public, private. Now let's define sharing rule for client. Come to client, define a new sharing rule here. So what you have to define, you just have to define that whose data who should be able to access. That is it, right? Data which is owned by this person needs to be accessed by this person. So that is what we need to define. So that's very simple. Just give it a rule name, whatever name you want to give. The data that you want to share based on record owner or based on some other criteria. You can define share the data depending on any criteria, or share all the data from a given city or something. But here we want to share the data based on record owner. Okay. Select a role. Let's say, okay, I want to share the data which is owned by director of director sales with director of channel sales. So let's say direct sales director is going for a vacation, and you want this person to take care of his data also in that period of time. But because through OWD data is private, he cannot see. So this temporary setting will allow him to see his data. Will allow the director channel sales to see the data of director of direct sales. Got that? And what level of access you want to give? You want to make it a read-only access or read-write access? You have to define that. Simple. Clear on this? So now we understand that under sharing settings there are two things. One is organization by default, which is applicable on the entire organization. One is sharing rules, which is applicable on a smaller group. Sharing rules again is applicable only if the data is private. If the data is public at the first place, then there is no concept of sharing it with one particular user. It is already public, right? So something which is public does not need to be shared. Sharing comes into picture only if you have made it private. Then you will have to go and define additional rule for sharing that data. Correct? This grant access using hierarchy also comes into picture only if the data is made private. If it is public, then there is no concept of this. Okay, so if we are clear on this,
the sharing rules are clear. Can you please go back to grant access using hierarchy? I'm a little confused over there.
Tell me. What is the question here?
Can you please explain it one more time?
Grant access using hierarchy means the access would be given through hierarchy. So in Salesforce we have the option of defining hierarchy. Let me just show you guys once how this hierarchy is defined. We have the option of defining roles here. Under setup, manage users, roles, you can define roles. Okay. So you can, by default they have a hierarchy here, CEO, CFO, CEO, this ways. Okay. You can have your own company's hierarchy. Okay. You can define. Every company has a different structure, right? So you can delete the ones which are here and you can add the ones that you want to be added there. Okay. You can add roles and all. That can be done. So now grant access using hierarchy will do what? It will give the access to the other user who is on top of the user through the hierarchy or via hierarchy. Like CEO will get access. In case you have given access through hierarchy, then what will happen? CEO will get to see CFO's data. Even if it is made private, still he will get to see it because you have given access through hierarchy. That's it. Right? So giving access via hierarchy to the private data. That is what grant access through hierarchy means. Does that clear things? Data.
Jeet, I have one doubt.
What grant access to hierarchy means? Yeah, please tell me.
I have a doubt. In case if SVP in that hierarchy, if someone in the bottom row, his data would be visible to the top person by any chance? When this hierarchy thing is clear, if you take the hierarchy one, will the access would be given despite, like say CEO is the top person in the company, will he be able to see the bottom role's data?
Yeah, right, he will be. Yeah, right.
Not immediate. I mean to say all of them.
Right.
All under him.
Yeah. So it does not. It does not need to be immediate. Does not need to be immediate. The topmost can see the bottommost data. Topmost can see the bottommost data.
All right. Yeah.
All right. And one more interesting thing that this grant access using hierarchy seems to be an option to us here, that we can check it on or check it off But for standard objects of Salesforce, you cannot check it off. You do not have. You click on edit. You see, it's all grayed out. So you do not even have an option of switching it off. It will be on always for standard objects. Okay. So Salesforce standard objects, no matter what you do, make it private, public, whatever, your manager will always get to see the data. So like for opportunity account and all those things, we do not have any option of controlling access of your data or restricting your data access from your manager. So standard object, there is no option. You cannot turn it off. For custom objects, you can do it. So in case you have a requirement where your manager, you want completely data to be isolated, manager should not see the data by any chance, then standard objects will not be able to help you. You always have to deal with a custom object in that case, right? So that is one good thing that they have done, because as we discussed earlier, the standard objects, there are certain standard functionalities that they want to have in that CRM, and that is the reason why they have defined this kind of a rule. If you have that kind of a requirement, go and manage with a custom object. But if you do not have, if you want to use a standard object, please follow this thing. So access will always be given through hierarchy. Got that? Okay. So what is the next thing that we have to talk about? We have to talk about the other access. So some users in the company, data access and everything we have talked about, giving access to hierarchy. Don't you think there will be a few users in the company who will, yeah. So there will be some users in the company who will need access to all data, like a data administrator or a system administrator or a developer, some of the roles, right? These are not again the CEO, or they do not have, they are not sitting at the top of the hierarchy, but still the kind of role that they are into, their role requires them to have access to all the data, right? So how do we define data, access for them? Because they need to be kept out of this private, public and all that stuff. Right. If the data is made private and even the system administrator cannot see it, how will he provide the support, or how will a developer work on things? Maybe inserting the data or exporting in whatever, editing. He does not have access, or someone who is doing a reporting needs to be reporting for everyone's data, let's say. So some roles are not again at the top of the hierarchy or someone, but they still need to have access to all the data. Right. So for that kind of a role, or for that kind of users, there is another access which is available here. We'll again go back to the profile thing. Let me just go back to profiles. On the profile, you might have noticed. Now this is very important. I just want you guys to pay a little more attention this time, because in under profile we talked about the object permissions, right? Read, create, edit and delete. These are the permissions that we talked about. In addition to those permissions, there are two data admin permissions also. Read, create, edit, delete, we understand. Read, write, modify and delete. That's fine. What is this view all and modify all? How is this view all different from the read access? So if you give a view all access to a profile, okay, this view all access will ensure that the user of this profile gets to see all the data under that object. All the data, view all, this all means all the data, all the records. Okay. So this view all access will give them an access to see all the data in that object, irrespective of what the sharing setting says, what his role is, what is his hierarchy, if the data is private, public. Anyone who has a view all access will get to see all the data, no matter what is sharing setting, right? So this data admin access basically overrides all the sharing settings, right? Only for the user of this profile. Right? So again, only the person who has this profile will get to see all the data. For others, it will be applicable, right? So for people like system administrator or the developer or someone who is doing the reporting part, we go and give this kind of an access to them. View all gives them an access to see all the data, modify all gives them an access to modify all the data or edit or delete. So modify access gives them access to edit or delete all the data or create data anywhere. View all gives them access to see all the data. So let's say for someone who needs to do reporting, you can give a view all access. For someone like a system administrator, you can give modify all access as well. Got that? So now I think we have talked about all these requirements or scenarios. We need to work on these things, right? Practically speaking, you will come across these scenarios. So I think we have talked about all possible permutation combinations where the data needs to be private, where the data needs to be private, but the access needs to be given through hierarchy, where the data should be private, but some exceptions need to be defined. The data should be private, but the system administrator needs to see the data, right? And you see one thing. All of these concepts come into picture only if you are making the data private. Till the time your data is public, you don't need to worry about it. So data access or this sharing settings comes into picture only if we want to make data private. Till the time your company says that data is public and they are fine with it, we don't need to worry about any of these things. So these things should not bother us at all because it is public and it is available to everyone. Okay. Only if the data is private, then we start thinking, okay, now because we have made it private, do we give access to the managers or through a hierarchy? Because we have made the data private, do we need to give access through, what do you call it, the system administrators or something like that? Yeah. I think we have a question. Can you repeat the concept of view all? Yes, right. I can. So view all is basically here. This view all means all the data from that object, all the records. Okay. So view all access to a profile will give the access to that user to see all the records in that object, irrespective of the sharing settings. Fine. Let's say client's object we made it private, okay, but for example Sarabjit is a system administrator, okay. Now the client's data is private, everyone can see their records, okay, but Sarabjit needs to see all the data irrespective of who is the owner and all those things. So she needs an access view all where she can see all the data. So she, as in we cannot directly go and give a permission to the user, we give permission through profile. So you need to go to the profile, check this on view all, or if we check on modify all, we'll be able to the user will be able to modify all the data and in that object, right? Okay. So we have talked about the data access also, and we talked about profiles and permissions also. So profile basically what we understood in our last session is collection of permissions. So let me just quickly again take you through these concepts. So profile is collection of permissions where we define what all applications, objects, apps, fields will be available to the users, right? So we create a profile, we assign the profile to the users, and any user gets access only through the profiles. So all the permissions are listed on the profile. That is one thing. Second thing that we talked about is controlling the access to the data. So, more than one user working on the same object, same fields and all those things, but they need to have access to their data. Okay, and they don't want others to see their data. So that is where we talk about our sharing settings. Okay, so under sharing settings, we have the option of making the data as private, public, and then we have option of giving access through hierarchy, and we have option of defining sharing rules as exceptions. That is fine. That is the other thing. All right.